Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Superleague Social. I'm Jess Rogers, and in each show we talk to a different Vitality Netball Super League club to give you at home an insight into how the players and clubs tick. Now this week I'm talking to Strathclyde Sirens, who are Scotland's only professional netball team, and they joined the Super League in 2017. They are based in Glasgow and play all of their home matches at the Emirates Arena. Now, the 2020 season for them was looking pretty promising with a great squad in place. However, as we know, it was cut short by COVID-19 and Sirens played just 3 matches. But today I'm delighted to be joined by mid-quarters, Gia Abernethy and Nicola McCleery. Hi, ladies.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Hello, thanks for joining me. So I want to start this chat by going back to February and the season opener. You had a really pretty good start to the season. You were playing against London Pulse in such a close match, but unfortunately you lost that one by just 2 goals. Gia, can I take you back to that match and how was the beginning of the season and the feelings at that season opener event?
Yeah, the feelings are pretty much like no other. It's pretty wild to think that all 10 teams are playing the same venue. I try and explain it to people back home and they think it's pretty cool that, the fans across the country can just all come and see match after match. So really exciting. We were the first match of the day as well, which, to have the performance that we did, I guess, great for the crowd. Not so great for us falling behind by 2, but, everyone afterwards said, what a match to open Super 10 with. So to be honest, I remember that match just being goal for goal the entire time. And then all of a sudden it was 2 minutes to go in the last quarter. So a little bit disappointing, but obviously promising signs from that first match.
Definitely. And as I said, you played 3 matches and you had 2 losses and 1 win. And that Pulse game again, oh my gosh, I've watched it back and it was so close. It could have been either of you, but what a great way to open the season. Now, Nick, you've been with Sirens every year since it's been in the Super League. How was the beginning of the season for you?
I think at the beginning of the season, we had such a long pre-season, so it felt like a long pre-season now, it's a bit different, but we had such a long time that we were just so eager to play. By the time Super 10 came, I was like, just get us on the court. You had done all your prep and we played in, it was really good. We had a lot of tournaments beforehand in December, just to kind of get us prepared for coming in February, and by that point, I think we were all like, right, we're ready. And you had those nerves again that you've not experienced for us, for a lot of the Scottish players that were in the Sirens. It was probably back to like World Cup. So even from then, it was quite a big gap to then first game of the season. And I think that's just, the excitement is just amazing. And like Gia said, it's probably a feeling that having your first game day again, you're like, right, here we go. I don't think sometimes you're saying that on like game 16 and 17 of the rounds, but game 1, you're always like, right, we're straight here, we're ready to go, which it was such a good feeling.
Yeah, and it seemed like you were all really raring to go, and it was great to see that. And you two personally seem to have formed a really great relationship in that mid-court, and you're captain and vice captain. And, Gia, can I ask you how that partnership has been with Nick?
Yeah, it has been good. I remember when I first moved over, or when I met the girls in New Zealand back in 2018 was the first time I met them. Nick was just the first one out of, everyone to sort of take me under a wing because I didn't know anyone. So all last year, we ended up getting quite close. She kind of looked out for me a little bit in school and always made sure I had something to do on weekends and whatnot. So to then go into this leadership partnership, we kind of already had the relationship where we could fight like sisters on court, but then ring each other that night and talk about what we're doing on Saturday. So no, it's been really, really good. And I think we both had similar views at the end of last season about how we wanted the Sirens to look for 2020. So already having that understanding and knowing that we're on the same page really helped. Regardless of leadership roles or not, we knew what we wanted to achieve out of it. So it's kind of just a title for us, but we really made sure that we were on the same page and we're going to do all we could to get the Sirens to where we wanted them to be.
That's so great to hear, and I wish I kind of had seen that relationship blossom even more, but unfortunately, as we know, the season ended very early. But Nick, can I ask you, what were your ambitions for the season?
I think for us, it was a brand new squad again. So kind of what we said previously, that I've been in the squad for 4 years now, and every year it has been a different squad. You've got players that are still there, like new players coming in, and for us, it was a really, really exciting time that we had new players in, we had coaches from overseas that came in for the kind of first time to give us specialised blocks. So for us, we knew we had potential, and I think this was probably the first year that we've really been like, we can really step up here in the Super League and we can really take and challenge. And I think for us, it was just a shift in mentality to think, right, we are here to compete. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're not here just to go on and put on a good performance. But for us, it was making sure we're proud of what we're doing, and really everything that we've worked on, we really work on our process and just the basic skills. So for us to go on and just execute under pressure, we're like, right, this is kind of what we want to do. This is our game plan. And obviously I had great ambitions about where the league was going to go, but 3 games in, unfortunately, due to circumstances, this is where we've ended up. But it is a shame, because I felt as if we were on like the right path, and like you say, Pulse was a disappointment in the first game, but we knew there was so many positives, and I still had a feeling that this is still good, like this is okay, like I know we still have this, and the belief in that team that we all had, and that 10 and our training partners that we had was just second to none, and different from other years, I would say. Like it was a shift in mentality, and I think it has, like Gia was saying, that me and her kind of spoke before about what do we need to change, how are we going to get better, and looking at positions and stats that we've had in the last few years and how we're going to get better from that.
And to just jump in, sorry Jess,
yeah.
I think we played Loughborough round 2 and we went in at halftime, or I can't remember when it was, but we were up by 10 at one point. Like, I reckon as soon as we found out the season wasn't happening, every single player was like, are you kidding? Because I think Monday had Dragons was our next match that we weren't sure if was going ahead, and then we had Bath, so it was sort of 3 great games about to go into another 2 really strong ones. Sorry to cut you off, Adam, but it was just round 2 as well was just like, oh, we could have got that one as well and gone into this break 3-0.
The next section I want to move on to is getting to know Strathclyde Sirens. So one of the reasons we're talking to you is because we want to understand that 2020 squad a little bit more and to understand you guys a little bit more. So firstly, Gia, you're the first non-Scottish captain of the Sirens, which is, pretty impressive. What type of captain are you?
Depends who you ask, I think. I think I like to believe that I am a captain that leads by example, and if I set a standard, whether it be work ethic on the court, off the court, that I stick to it, and that I'm not going to shy away from having abrupt conversations with other people if I think something needs to be said. I pride myself on putting in a bit of effort away from the court to build those relationships with girls, because obviously if you don't have a relationship with someone, you can't have those tough conversations. So I definitely think, going to my second year, getting to know the girls a lot better, just lead by example and say something if I know it can be improved, which is amazing having Nick by my side, because we agree on most things when we know it's not up to standard. So I know that if I ever have to, say something or want to change something, I've got her back. So yeah, it's been going well.
Well, I hope we get to see some more of that leadership pairing next season. But Nick, I want to ask you in just 3 words, what makes Sirens a unique Super League club?
Ooh.
3 words? That's hard.
This isn't quick fire, Nick, so think about it.
Not the quick fire yet. The quick fire is still to come. Not yet. How are we different? I think we bring difference because of our tradition, how we play. How would I put that in one word? Let me think. Our culture's different because there's loads of English teams, but we are different because we're Scottish, and we bring that Scottish style and Scottish flair. Maybe that's a good word. Flair, Scottish. I would say. Flair. We'll go flair. Yeah, Scottish flair.
I'll take that.
Oh, this is hard here. You might need to help me out here. What would be the 3 words? I'm trying to think. We're super professional. I would give us, in terms of what we've got in Scotland, and our facilities, as second to none, all the access that we've got through Sports Scotland. So we're extremely professional, which I really do. I think we hold that highly.
Great. So we've got Scottish flair. Don't know if that's
flair. Use flair. I can't remember.
Scottish flair and professional. I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And do you want Nick, take out Scottish, use flair, professional, and then you can pick your other one, because I cut you off like I always do.
No, but I'm trying to think. Have you got one? What else?
Yeah, because I reckon I feel like we're the type of team that, like, it actually is never over until the last whistle. Like, I've noticed that with, like, we had a few
You've got fight.
larger margins last year that
You never give up. You just
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. There we go.
Good.
Well,
Well, that was
three words, but we got there. I don't know what 3 words you're thinking.
the longest 3 words I've ever heard, but we'll go with it. Swiftly moving on to the quick fire question round. I am going to ask you some questions about the 2020 squad, and I want you to tell me who that player is, okay? So, Gia, if you go first and then Nick. So, number 1.
And it's quick fire, as fast as we can.
Exactly. Most competitive player in the squad.
Emily Nicola.
Emily.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Number
Emily
2, the player who is usually late.
Kelly Boyle.
Stephen Goodwin.
Player who works the hardest.
Lindsay Gallagher.
Lindsay Gallagher.
Okay.
Yeah.
4th, the funniest player.
Bethan.
Emma Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about her. Number 5, the player you wouldn't want to be up against.
Emily Nicola.
Emily Nicola.
Okay. She seems
She was
like
built, she
tough.
was on the ground.
Oh my God, we did a wrestling training once and everyone was like, Shotgun not going against Emily. She'll just take whoever. The means winning, she'll do anything.
And although it was short, who was your Sirens player of the 2020 season?
Probably Zan. Yeah. I just remember watching round 1 highlights and I was like, did anyone else play apart from Zan? Because we obviously didn't do anything exciting. It was like she dominated. So yeah, definitely Zan.
Okay. And moving on to questions about you. Gia, best netball venue you've played at?
There's 2. I'm going to say the Emirates this year for our first home game we beat Surrey was unbelievable. But also Birmingham Marine was pretty insane to play with that. I can't remember what the crowd was, but I
over 9,000.
9,000. Yeah, that was pretty epic. And I felt like, we were game 1 and running out through those fire shooting things that I was, just had to pinch myself a little bit. So yeah, they're the 2 venues definitely.
Okay, Nick, how about you?
For me, Commonwealth Games in the Gold Coast, the opening match, just walking out, because that was the first I played in an arena that was packed, and it felt as if the crowd was so far back, there was that many people. Like, it was a kind of surreal moment. But I would say Commonwealth Games in 2018 in the Gold Coast was unbelievable.
Great memories. Gia, have you got a song that gets you pumped for a match?
I do. I have plenty of R&B, rap, hip-hop that I've learned over the last 2 seasons as best for my headphones and not the change room speakers, because nobody else seems to be a fan. So pretty much, anything by Kanye or Jay-Z, I'm a fan of.
Nice.
Yeah, and loves Kanye. Honest, our playlist as a team is very up and down. You could be getting Kanye from Gia, and you could be getting Little Mix from Emily Nicola.
And you're getting ABBA from Bethan. Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah, Bethan's getting ABBA on.
Yeah.
Nick, have you got a song?
I'm more kind of dance classics. Anything that's probably me, Lindsay Gallagher and Kelly are very into like Darren Styles. We're quite bad that way, I suppose, that people are like, what is that? Get it off. But anything we're quite dance classics, we'll be right in about it.
It's 6 a.m. in the gym and there's this like rave going on and I cannot understand how they're enjoying a constant. Oh, it's awful. Awful.
Right, I'm now going to move on to questions specifically for you, Gia. Now, this is about Scotland. There's only a couple of them, but I want to know how well you know Scotland since moving here, okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Nickel keep me up if I'm wrong.
Number 1, what is the capital of Scotland?
Think.
The capital. Is it like so easy? Is it Glasgow?
Yeah. How do you not know this?
Hang on. I think
Think again. That wasn't an answer. Think again.
I put this one in as like an easy start, I thought.
You've
Can I get a
visited it.
clue? Huh?
It's a very nice place. You visited. You went and you visited lots of tourist attractions. It's got a nice castle.
Edinburgh. Oh, but I thought that was too easy because it was like when everyone would. Oh, because it's covered in tourists. Okay, all right. Next one.
Moving on. It's fine. What is the most famous, iconic food of Scotland?
Haggis.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
I was
done.
going to say black pudding, but no, yeah, anyway. Yeah.
That's because Tia
Okay.
goes for brunch dates. She knows that. She goes for brunch too many times. So no,
Who was Robert Burns?
Oh, we celebrate it once a year and you eat really traditional Scottish food. But what did he do? Something about fireworks? No. I don't know. I just know that you have a Burns night and you have lots of Scottish traditional food, but I couldn't tell you what he.
Nick, do you want to tell us?
we need.
What
Ravi, what do you have as your answer as Ravi Burns, Jess? Or am I completely wrong here?
He's a poet. He's a writer.
Oh. What have you got here?
Yeah, well, I know we celebrate because I love haggis, neeps and tatties, so I celebrate it every year, but I probably can tell you either.
Well, there we go.
Haggis, neeps and tardies. That's a new phrase I've learned as well.
These little phrases, that's one thing. You have learned lots of new phrases.
Oh,
So I used to live in Edinburgh, so I do have a little bit of a head start here. But Nick, you should know who Robert Burns is. You know. Anyway, final question, Gia. What colour or what colours are on the Scottish flag?
Blue and white.
Yeah.
Job done.
No, I know that one because it's everywhere in Scotland. They love their country and I love that they love it so much. So you see the flag
Exactly.
everywhere.
And we love you as a Scottish Super League team. And so I want to thank you for joining us today on episode 3 of Superleague Social. We'll be back talking to another club very soon. Please join the conversation with hashtag Superleague Social and follow us on social media at NetballSL. Thanks so much for chatting today, ladies. It's been great. Bye.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, thank you.